Hey YouTube, I'm back once again with some more pickups. It's Saturday afternoon and we've had one hell of a thunderstorm the last couple of hours, but the sun's come back out, it stopped raining, so hopefully we'll be able to get through this video without any great big loud claps of thunder. It's been a pretty good week this week for pickups. I decided to do this today rather than tomorrow, because if the weather stays okay, be car boot selling in the morning, so there's already a decent amount here, and if I get some stuff in the car boot sale, then I'll do that in a separate video. So we've got pickups mostly from CEX, although there's one from Amazon which was a pre-order, 2 Blu-rays I got off Facebook Marketplace this morning, which I'm very pleased about. I only found them last night. And then the first lot we're going to look at came from cash converters or cash generators. Never remember which. Cash converters. Yeah. Got to the price label. But first, parcel arrived in the post this morning. From Blu-ray Bullet Brit, so cheers again, Pete. All I know that's in here is its slipcovers, although I can possibly guess some of them from the previous videos. I don't know exactly. All I do know, last week when the shops reopened, he had a massive blowout in CEX. I think he must have bought the entire shop because he just kept showing more and more and more and more. Some great pickups. But yeah, we're going to get into this now and take a look what we've got. Then once we're done with these, we'll go on to the actual Blu-rays and DVDs. So we've got Suicide Squad, the extended cut. Again, these aren't the movies, these are just slip covers. Some sticky residue on the back of that one by the looks of it, or on the front of the other one. Abominable, I'm not seeing that. Oh, that's a nice one. American Wealth in London. Getting these horrible stickers on the front. I'm not sure whether I've got this on Blu-ray. I know I've got the HD DVD. Men in Black International. I've already got one of those. Ad Astra, I don't own this yet, but this is one that I'm definitely looking to get at some point. So it's nice to have the slip for that. It's like there's a box set slip in here. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm chuffed about this. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Difficult to see from here, but right up there I've got the can we zoom in on that? I don't know if we can. Oh, there we go. Got the Terminator Salvation head up there, and then we've got 2 of the Transformer movies as well. So to have this also. When Pete Pitts, I'd completely forgotten that he bought this. I was quite jealous because it's one that I've been looking for a while. So for him to send me this is I'm very pleased. So thanks very much, Pete. Yeah, brilliant. Let's crack this bad boy open. The only problem I'm going to find now is that shelf is completely full there, so something's going to have to come down for this to go up. The top comes off. This all slides out. Yeah, it's very much like the Terminator one with this disc inside. Awesome. Oh, I'm so pleased. Made my day. I mean, I got some cool stuff this morning, but Yeah, this has really made my day. I can't get it close again now. Brilliant. Can't quite get it all in. So that's The Watchman, the limited edition Dr. Manhattan bust. I guess, or is it a bust or is it just the head? Either way, it's nice. What else have we got? Boss Baby. I still haven't seen that film. Midnight Express. Great. And Lost Series 5. I've got Series 5, but I'm not sure if I've got a slipcover for that. I know I'm missing the slipcover for 4. So I'll double check on that one. But yeah, another great pile of slips there. So I'm really chuffed. And this awesome goodness here. Oh, I'm so pleased about that. Now, talking about Peter, quite often when I'm out and about and I come across Blu-rays that I already own, but they're cheap, I sort of collect them up until I've got a decent sized package, you know, like a 2 kilo package. I send off and he puts them in his prize drawers, and I picked up a few on Monday while I was out. I went to Cash Converters. Some of these are for me, but some of these are for Pete as well. So firstly, a film I never knew existed until a few weeks ago, and I got a copy from Facebook it was in a job lot, but it was a foreign release. I never did figure out where it was from. This is Zuzu Pets. This is the UK one. It's 50p. So it's a 2-discer, but it's 3D Blu-ray, Blu-ray DVD. No digital, as the code's gone. But yeah, all of these from Cash Converters were 50p. Also another one that I've already got, The Secret Life of Pets. Good fun. I still haven't seen the sequel to that, although I did see it. My voice has suddenly gone funny. I did see it in HMV when I was out there on yesterday, on 3D, the second one, and I was kind of humming and hawing. In the end I didn't get it, but it's something I probably will pick up. This one is for me. I do kind of already own this. Wanted, I really do like this film. I just didn't have a standard release. I've got this Real Heroes edition, which is nice and all, but it's nice just to have the ordinary one as well. One that I initially thought I was probably going to trade in, but it's only worth £1 in trade, and I've got nothing else to trade in at the moment, so this one will be going to Pete as well. The Day After Tomorrow, another great movie, disaster movie. I really, really do enjoy that one. Again, 50p. Limits Has Fallen, 50p. I never checked actually, but I am sure, I'm more than sure that I've already got that one. And then these last two, Batman and the Dark Knight. And I initially noticed on this one, and I've come across these a few times before, when it came to trading in, there's no barcode on this. And I assumed it was probably out of a box set. Because they do that sometimes, they either have it where the barcode should be, just not to be sold individually, or worse to that effect, or no barcode at all. So I thought, this probably came out of a box set, but that's fine. And I never really double checked on this one, but it's the same, there's no barcode on here. And it wasn't really until I was looking inside of this. So this is a 3-disc set. The Batman Begins is a 2-disc set. But it wasn't until I was looking at the codes and I realised Dark Knight and Batman Begins. So this is probably out of the same set, and the codes for both films are in here as opposed to one being in there. And this wasn't until I got home, because I was sending somebody else that code, and that was when it clicked on me that these probably came out of the same set. And I thought to myself, out of all those slipcovers I've got upstairs, I'm positive I've got a box. And sure enough, I do. Now the initial reason for buying these was to go in the pile with the rest of them to send off to Pete. And in the ironies of irony, it was Peter that sent me this slip. And it means I'm keeping these now, so sorry about that, Peter, but you know, this how collecting goes sometimes. But seriously, yeah, I'm keeping these. I mean, 50p each. No doubt I'll come across these movies again at some point. But yeah, that one I really like. That one, it's been a while now. It's probably been more than a decade since I watched this and really didn't enjoy it. So I'm probably going to give those another go. I'll give that another go at some point. I'll just have to be in the mood because I know it's a very long film. And it's quite a slow burn film from what I remember. Even though I do already have these ones I got from Poundland a couple of years ago when Blu-rays were still £1 in Poundland. I quite like these covers. As far as I'm aware, they never did the third movie with a matching cover. I guess these probably came out before Dark Knight Rises was released, at least on Blu-ray. Maybe it coincided with the cinema release, I'm not sure. But yeah. And then finally, a TV box set that I've been kind of on the lookout for a while, but it was always a little bit expensive on CEX and on Amazon. This is Knight Rider Season 1. This is the newer Knight Rider, not as opposed to the 80s one, although it kind of is all tied up with the original Knight Rider. Apart from the pilot, I don't think I've seen any of this since it originally aired in, was it 2008, 2009, something like that. But I do remember enjoying it for the most part. It kind of, towards the end of the series, I mean, it's one of those shows that got cancelled after the first series, and it kind of bummed me out a little because I really enjoyed it. But there was a point getting towards the end of the series, for whatever reason, the people who were making it decided that they needed to trim down the cast, so they started getting rid of some of the cast members. I don't know why they did that, because yeah, I thought it was good as it was. But yeah, the newer, it's not new anymore, it's more than 10 years old, but it's not a reboot, because it kind of is a reboot, but it's not, because it's still within the same universe as the original series. Almost a continuation, but with a whole new cast. But yeah, I was chuffed I got that for 20p, so I was really happy about that. And that was a decent trade-in at CEX. Not that I'm going to trade it because I'm going to watch it. Then later on in the week, in fact I think this was on Friday, yesterday, it must have been, yeah, because I was on earlies this week, so I wasn't getting home till like after 2. I think Monday was the only day I went out into town after work. Still no charity shops open, even as recently as yesterday, apart from the same YMCA that I didn't even go in on Friday. But while I was in Middlesbrough, I went into CEX and I had some vouchers, which I spent, and just thinking, is there something missing from here? Maybe not. I had just under 30 quid's worth of vouchers, and I had to put £6.30 towards these. It was a total of 36 quid, and it's probably just adding it up now, because I have a feeling there's something missing, although no, there's two at the bottom there. They're quite expensive, that's probably why. So this isn't even a UK release, it's Blue Underground, which I'm pretty sure is from the States. It was only 2 quid. The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, a zombie film that I've heard of by name only, but never ever seen. But yeah, like I say, for £2, I had to give this one a try. And some 3D for £1.50. Grand Canyon, River at Risk. I think it's under the level. It is an IMAX 3D. But yeah, for £1.50, I decided to grab that. a film I've not seen since VHS. I don't think I've even ever owned this on DVD. Alien Nation. I do recall enjoying it, but it's a very long time since I've seen it. It's the 101 release. I did see this in HMV. It was the same, near the same price, $5.99, because we've got a bunch of 101 film releases at $5.99. But this is the original dual format, which comes with the Blu-ray and DVD, and it's got some reversible artwork there, which, if I can get my fingers through, so it's not a cover that I recall seeing before, but actually it's quite like that, so I might actually swap that over. Does anybody know, because I know 101 Films have been doing some releases with posters as in the initial releases, and I'm just wondering if this came with a poster or not. This one doesn't have one in, but maybe the initial release. But I also recall the initial release of this, there was a problem with the disc, and I had to do a replacement. I think it was because certain scenes were missing from the movie. I need to maybe read up on that and find out, and determine whether this has got the new disc or the original disc. But yeah, Alien Nation, a film that I probably wouldn't have normally picked up, as I've said many a times, especially when it comes to animated movies. Disney, I'm not a huge Disney fan. Some of them I really like, others I don't care for. I don't dislike, I just don't care for. The Pixar ones I quite enjoy for the most part, but again, not all of them. But this is one of their more recent live action ones, which is Maleficent, with Angelina Jolie. So I thought, you know what, it's cheap, it's a 3D, it's got the slipcover, which is in pretty good nick. So yeah, I grabbed it. It was a voucher, so it really didn't cost me anything. And I'm worried about actually that coming off, because all those stickers on these slipcovers that have been impossible for Pete to remove. I'm a little bit worried now about getting this off. In fact, I'm going to make a fool of myself now. See if we can... That doesn't seem too bad. Oh, there we go. Easy as that. Yep, so it's another 3D Blu-ray to add to the collection, and even more box set of Jean-Michel Cousteau. So we've got Sharks 3D, Dolphins and Whales 3D, and Ocean Wonderland in 3D. So nice set there for, like I say, £3.50. And then finally from this bunch, a couple of Arrow releases. One that I did have once upon a time on Steelbook, but I got rid of all those Arrow Steelbooks. So it's good to have this one back in, although 101 Films have now released this. How their version, their release compares to this one, I don't know, but it's a tenner. But it's the initial Arrow release with the 2 discs, the Blu-ray and DVD, and also with the booklet, which I always like to get if I can get them with the booklet. And then finally, again from this bunch, but not for this video, this is one I've been trying to get for a long time, scared stiff. There was an initial, not an initial release, but there was a Arrow Store release of this that went out of print before I even realised it was available. It came with a slipcover, and it now sells for a stupid amount of money. So I eventually picked this. This did go down as low as £6, but it's £8 at the moment. But again, it comes with the booklet. So chuffed to have got that. Again, I never showed you on Ravid, but got reversible art, as all the Arrow ones do. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to give that a try. So this is future me that's finished recording this entire video and realising how long it once again has become. I've decided to split it at this point, so you can see the rest of the pickups in part 2. So see you shortly. At least I hope you will come through and watch part 2.